Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So the 2018 NBA trade deadline is officially past us now, and quite a few NBA trades did go down. So for this video, guys, I am going to recap the entire NBA trade deadline, like this past day and whatnot, and talk a bit about each team and kind of like what it did for them. So if you guys are kind of like clueless on all the trades that went down, I am going to cover them in this video. Some big, some small, some we will definitely talk more about than others, but we will definitely mention them all nonetheless here, unless I miss out on one, so that might be the case too. But yes, okay, so we are going to start with the one that was most recent, and that is Elfrid Payton of the Orlando Magic was actually shipped to the Phoenix Suns for the 2018 second round draft pick of the Phoenix Suns. So pretty much, guys, what this trade is looking like right here, well, you look at Elfrid Payton, a guy that's not really a great three-point shooter. I mean, on this game, he's listed as like an 80, so maybe he did kind of step up this season. Okay, you know, guys, in the past, he was not a great three-point shooter looking at the years past, but, you know, 37% of the season actually is not that bad. So, maybe he's actually turned a new leaf when it comes to that. But, yeah, so basically, he was pick number 10 in the 2014 draft, been in the league for about 4 years now, age 23, as you guys can all see. And just a guy that he's decent. I mean, he definitely, like, the Magic have not been good with Elfrid Payton. I see him kind of as like a 6th or 7th man off the bench on like a really good team, but in the case of the Suns, it's like you take a gamble on a guy like this, you know, team him up in the backcourt with Devin Booker. The team really does not have a good point guard at all anyway, and not to mention it's pretty low risk because the second round draft pick, that's just nothing. So yeah, I mean, the Magic, they get rid of the guy and they just kind of go beyond him now. Now it's like, okay, that's not the guy we want to lead in our team. Who knows, man? Maybe that second round draft pick will be like next Draymond Green or somebody like that, right? Okay, moving on. The next trade we have is the Atlanta Hawks. Pretty basic one right here. Nothing too crazy. Nothing at all. I really don't want to talk all that much about it. But yeah, basically the Hawks got a point guard, Sheldon Mack, from the Washington Wizards in exchange for a future second round draft pick. This right here, I mean, Sheldon Mack in this game is absolutely trash. Age 25, maybe he's better in real life. Who really knows? Probably not. For his NBA career, he is, well, again, like 3 points per game, 0.5 rebounds. And, yeah, that's about it, guys. So nothing too special right there. Do we really have much more to talk about? No, we do not. Moving on. Okay, so this one right here, we have the Chicago Bulls acquiring forward Noah Vonleh in exchange for the draft rights to Milovan Rakovic. So yeah, swap between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Chicago Bulls. I have no idea who Milovan Rakovic ass is anyway, but yes, as far as like Noah Vonleh, this is the guy that was drafted by the Trail Blazers and was just kind of trash. No, wait, I'm sorry, he was drafted by Charlotte, eventually traded or maybe signed, yeah, it wasn't free agent, it must have been a trade to the Portland Trail Blazers. You look at his NBA career, you know, being the 9th pick in the 2014 draft, averaging 4 points, 5 rebounds about. Not a great shooter. It's like, okay, maybe it's another case where he is only 22, so he might actually have time to turn a leaf. Maybe he'll go on the Bulls and be a good role player out there. So who knows, man? You really never know with these young guys out there. It's like the Portland Trail Blazers, who are more like in the market to try to win now and go towards that direction. They can't really afford to wait on a guy like that, as opposed to the Chicago Bulls, who are in a total rebuild mode. So it's like by the time they're ready to contend, who knows? Maybe Noah Vonleh will be a solid bench player. Next one we have up is, okay, this is actually a player-for-player trade, so we got to look at both teams here. We have the New Orleans Pelicans acquiring Rashad Vaughn from the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for Dante Cunningham. So let's look at the Brooklyn Nets first, or actually whatever one comes first in the alphabet. I don't know my bitch-ass alphabet. We got the Nets first. Okay, so not a ton to say about Rashad Vaughn, actually, guys, because he was like just traded to the team in a Milwaukee Bucks trade a few days ago. But you look at the man Dante Cunningham, where you at, bro? Damn, you way down this list, man. Oh my God, 72 overall. Okay, so this season on the Pelicans, 5 points per game, about 3-4 rebounds, about 1 assist. I mean, years past, he's like, well, I guess last season he was pretty good from the three-pointer. This season, not really shooting all that great, only 44% total field goal percentage. Age 30, it's like, I don't know like what the big mindset behind this trade was for the Brooklyn Nets. Maybe just getting like a veteran in locker room. Okay, that's fair enough, I'd say. As far as the Pelicans, I mean, they don't have like a ton of great guards on this team anyway. So in this case, it's like they get a guy that is only 21. Who knows? Maybe he'll just come out of nowhere and be like a freaking 99% three-point shooter. You put him alongside DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, and you're good to go. All right, next up, we got a 3-team trade. Dallas Mavericks receive forward Dougie McBuckets. Denver Nuggets receive Devin Harris and a second-round draft pick, and the New York Knicks receive Emmanuel Mudiay and a future second-round draft pick. So I guess we'll start with the Mavericks, because this is the team that really didn't really get anything from this trade at all. I mean, yeah, Dougie McBuckets is like cool and everything. I liked him in college. As far as him as an NBA player now, he will bring three-point shooting to this team. That's about it. He's 26. You know, years past when he's like played for like, you know, Chicago and stuff, it's like he can definitely put the ball in the basket. That's something he's always been known for. That's about it. Not gonna bring anything really defensively. Just a guy who can put on the 3-point line. Hopefully get some buckets. Hopefully get some minutes over down the Dallas Mavericks too. That would be nice to see. You go over here. We'll go to the Denver Nuggets, who got Devin Harris. In this case, this is actually pretty interesting because Devin Harris is still a pretty solid point guard. He's not amazing, but it's, you know, as compared to like his Utah and Brooklyn Nets days and stuff like that. I guess it was technically the New Jersey Nets. But yeah, it's another veteran guy to put in the locker room. And as far as like being the starting point guard, he probably could start for the team just for the rest of this season. They really don't have any other like, well, no, I guess they have Jamal Murray, who's the starting point guard, right? Okay, so maybe it's a good guy to coach, kind of like player coach Jamal Murray. They still got Gary Harris out there, so yeah, just kind of like a bench player. Originally, I believe they had Jameer Nelson on this team once upon a time, and I think he was actually traded to the Bulls later on, something like that. It's just like, I do know Jameer Nelson was once on the Denver Nuggets. I don't know when it was, but I'd rather have Devin Harris at this point, just saying. And then the team that actually is the most interesting in this case is the New York Knicks, who got Emmanuel Mudiay. So Emmanuel Mudiay is 21 from Congo, 7th pick in the 2015 draft. As far as his NBA career is gone, it's been okay. Like, a lot of people say this guy is a bust, which being the 7th pick, that might very well be the case. I don't want to call him a bust quite yet, just because, like, it's too early in his NBA career. I mean, his scoring's down a little bit this season, but his field goal percentage is up, so he's more efficient in that sense. His three-pointers going up too, so he definitely is showing that he can definitely make those shots. I do want to see him better as a playmaker. You know, 3 assists is not really going to cut if you want to be a starting point guard, but also makes it interesting too because they got Frank Ntilikina on the team, so it's like you kind of put a little battle right there at the point guard position, which might be the point of doing this. It's just kind of like putting those guys against each other and see who comes out on top. But I see Emmanuel Mudiay, and I see a pretty solid NBA player. Only being 21, he definitely has some nice time there. Okay, so this one right here, I was not expecting at all, guys. The Miami Heat have acquired shooting guard from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Dwyane Wade. I'm so pumped for this, guys. This is absolutely awesome. I mean, yes, Dwyane Wade is not the same player he once was, and in a way, guys, I really do feel bad for this because, like, you know, him going to the Chicago Bulls did not work out, goes to Cleveland on a very small contract. I mean, this guy, what's his contract situation? I mean, it was low money, guys. I don't really have it quite pulled up. Right here, go $1.42 million. The whole reason he left the Miami Heat is because he didn't get paid his money. Now he's on the team once again. Well, again, $1.42 million. So hopefully he can give himself a nice contract after that. But yeah, guys, absolutely crazy. I mean, I absolutely love it because you look at it in this case, it's like Hassan Whiteside has not been like healthy all season. The Miami Heat, you know, the past few weeks, or I guess like the past week or so, kind of been struggling. So hopefully you get a guy like Dwyane Wade in there. I don't know if he's quite a starting shooting guard material for this team. Definitely a 6-man off the bench. He might start. But just to kind of bring, like, you know, another veteran to the locker room to kind of guide some of these other guys out there. I do know that the Miami Heat shoot a lot of three-pointers and can sometimes be a little bit, like, just reckless out there. So hopefully he can kind of control that a bit. But yeah, man, I'm so excited to have the man Dwyane Wade back in the Miami Heat. Absolutely awesome, guys. I love it so much. It's just cool to see. Like, I really do, you know, I don't know, man. He better get a standing ovation. He probably will. I'm sure. I don't know why he wouldn't. Okay. Now we have a 3-team trade. Cleveland Cavaliers receive Rodney Hood and George Hill. Utah Jazz, Derrick Rose, Jay Crowder. And the Sacramento Kings, Joe Johnson and Iman Shumpert. Okay, so let's check out some of these trades right here. Let's look at the Kings first. In this case, I don't know if I actually put this trade through or not. Because like the 2K like game's not fully up to date or anything like that. Yeah, so it's not completely up to date. Actually, let's make the trade real quick here, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's just talk about this Cleveland Cavaliers team as a whole. I actually did make a video earlier, jumping the gun a bit, talk about the Isaiah Thomas trade for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance. So guys, go check out that video if you really want like a full in-depth analysis of that. In this case, I'm just going to talk about what Rodney Hood and George Hill brings, since I already talked about that one earlier. But yeah, but Rodney Hood, this season on the Jazz, guys, I mean, 17 points, 2-3 rebounds a game, about 1-2 assists. The reason I really like this guy, though, is because not only can he shoot the three-ball very nicely, he's also 6'8" shooting guard. I mean, that's absolutely insane. The height of him alone is going to be big time. I mean, as a team that's struggling defensively, height is always a nice thing. You lose a 5'9" guy like Isaiah Thomas and get a 6'8" dude like Rodney Hood. That's nice to see, right? Not to mention George Hill, in the past, has been known to be a really good defender out there. At this point, will he be the starting point guard? He probably will be. It's probably going to be, especially now that Dwyane Wade is gone too. It's going to be probably George Hill, Jordan Clarkson, LeBron James, Kevin Love when he's healthy, and Tristan Thompson, I think would probably be that. I really do wish the team would also try to get the man DeAndre Jordan, but it looks like that's not going to happen. So yeah, I mean, the lineup's going to be nice, guys. It's going to be a changed team out there. And I don't know, are you guys, as Cavaliers fans or just fans of the NBA, like, do you feel like the Cavaliers are now better than what they were before? I feel like it's kind of risky what they're doing out there, but at the same time, it's some good risks too. Rodney Hood could also even start. I mean, you can start LeBron at power forward, start Rodney Hood at small forward. A lot of different tools on this team. You still got Larry Nance who can play multiple positions. So yeah, that is going to be fun to see. But yeah, so enough about the Cavaliers. Like I said, guys, I got a whole entire video talking just about them if you guys want to check that out. Let's go check out the Utah Jazz next. And I actually already heard that Derrick Rose is off this team, guys. Like, Derrick Rose was released from the Utah Jazz. He might actually retire. Like, I don't know what team that's going to pick him up now. Jay Crowder, it's like this season kind of struggling for the Cavaliers. Not exactly what he was like he was on the Boston Celtics. But still, I mean, he can shoot the three ball. Like in the past, he could. Right now, not shooting all that great. Defensively, hasn't been all that great either. But I feel like for this Utah Jazz team, he could be a nice piece of the puzzle. At times, Joe Ingles can start at small forward. Jay Crowder can start there. They can put him at power forward at times too. So just a lot of different things you can do with that. So it will be nice to see. I don't know, man. Like, releasing Derrick Rose, I guess it somewhat makes sense. Like, I just don't really want him. And then I don't have much to think about the Sacramento Kings. They just kind of traded for, I think, some expiring contracts. Like, I feel bad for Joe Johnson, because like while he is on a 1-year deal, it's like he's probably not going to be able to go to a contender now. Maybe after this season he'll still sign, but he might actually just look to retire. That could definitely happen. All right, another trade. Just a quick one right here. We got the Heat also acquiring Luke Babbitt from the Atlanta Hawks for Okra. That's a freaking like spice or something. Okra White. Yeah, I got too much to say about that. Luke Babbitt, good 3-point shooter. That's all I got to say about that. Okra White, probably not going to play. And then we have one final trade here, guys, to go over, and that is, no, actually, I think we got two. We have Bryce Johnson going to the Memphis Grizzlies in exchange for James Ennis of the going to the Detroit Pistons. So, yeah, I mean, I know we just got Bryce Johnson on the Pistons, didn't really do anything at all, didn't play for us at all, so I'm fine with that. Whatever, I really don't know much about the guy. I do know that he was a beast at North Carolina. I do know that. As far as getting Ennis on our team, I mean, Ennis, I always call him Ennis. Now I feel bad because he's a member of my team. I'm actually pretty excited about this move, just because like Stanley Johnson's been playing a little bit better for the Pistons, but it does give us another option when he does struggle out there. It's like, as far as his career, 6 points per game, 3 rebounds. I mean, I definitely see him more as like a bench player. Hopefully he can bring some sort of defense to this team. That would be nice to see, or just like a knockdown 3-point shooter. So yeah, I definitely like seeing that. And I guess one final trade here we have is also Jameer Nelson was sent to the Detroit Pistons in exchange for Willie Reed. I feel like the Bulls got stealing that, because Willie, I actually did like him a lot on the Pistons. He didn't really play a ton, but when he did, it's like, I don't know, because like Eric Moreland's okay and everything, but I was just kind of like, on him. Eric Moreland's okay. Not really. He gets a few rebounds, I guess. And then Jameer Nelson, he's going to be like, probably... See, that's the thing. I like Dwight Bikes a lot. He was playing nice for the Pistons this season. Like, look at that. Those are pretty decent numbers. He's shooting 39% from threes, 28. It's like Jameer Nelson, yeah, he's a veteran presence out there, but as far as this season goes, because like once Reggie Jackson is healthy, it's going to be Reggie Jackson, Ish Smith, then probably Jameer Nelson get that third string spot. But I feel like Dwight Bikes should get it. Anyway, guys, that is everything that pretty much is going on. Charlotte Hornets, yesterday at the making of this video, also got Willie Hernangomez. He will be a nice fit for that team just because like he was All-NBA rookie first team. So who knows what Charlotte gets with him. New York Knicks got some draft picks for him. Also Johnny O'Brien, who they did release. But yes, that is the entire recap of the NBA season, guys. And yeah, just let me know in the comment section what you all think. Like, who's going to win the championship, everything like that. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.